Hey, hello, it's the 4th of June. Welcome along to Renew Every Morning. Today we are going to be thinking about a verse from Psalm 27, verse 1 actually, and it simply says this. You'll know the verse, I'm fairly sure about that. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Isn't that lovely? What a wonderful sense of reassurance. Now, you've got to realize when you're reading these texts, just think about the context of when they're written, who's writing them. And this has been written, of course, by David. And this is at a point when David is encircled by his enemies. This is not an easy moment. This is not a kind of leisure moment for him. This is a tricky moment. But David doesn't panic. He doesn't be overwhelmed. He does what he always does. He anchors himself in God's presence. Do you remember the time in 1 Samuel 30 when he comes back from Ziklag and the whole place has been sacked and even his own people are ganging up on him, so they want to kill him. And David said, I found literally, I centered myself in the Lord. And here he's doing it again. The Lord is the light of my salvation. He's saying, whom shall I fear? Now, he's got people around him that any normal person would be fearful of. But he says, no, the Lord is my light and the Lord is my salvation. Of whom shall I be fearful? And these people are coming to attack and take everything he's got and take him and kill him and do all sorts of dreadful things to everybody else. He says, no, hold on, I'm not going to panic. The Lord is my stronghold. He's the stronghold of my life. Why should I be afraid of anybody? That doesn't make any sense to me. And this is about the trust that has been built in the dark. See, David's learnt this stuff, not only in the trenches, of course, he's been on the battlefields, but he learnt this when he was pasturing his own flock. He learnt this as a shepherd. He learnt this on the hills. This is what he knows. And he gives these three anchors of assurance, and they're true for David, and they're true for you, and they're true for me. Number one, the Lord is our light. That's about direction. That's about guidance. That's about promising that he'll show us. He'll shine a light on our path. Number two, the Lord is our salvation. That's about his deliverance. And number three, he's our stronghold. That's our defense. So he directs us, he delivers us, he defends us. He directs us, he delivers us, he defends us. Please get that rhythm into your mind this morning. He directs us, he delivers us, and he defends us. Always, always, always. Now remember that word Hebrew the word light, in Hebrew is a nice word. It's the first word spoken in creation. It means clarity, it means vision, it means life. And the Lord is our clarity, the Lord is our vision, the Lord is our life. And by the way, the Lord's life is utterly indestructible. You know that, don't you? It has no beginning, no end. It's indestructible. It transforms, it transfigures, it moves, it shapes, but it's indestructible. And that's important. And David knows that. David knows you might do whatever to his outer body. Paul says that. My outer body may be wasting away, but my inner man is being renewed moment by moment. Of course, because it's the light, it's Christ. And then he says salvation. Here the idea is Yeshua. And here the idea isn't so much about rescue. This is much more to do with restoration. So he knows very well, because this is the Jesus name, isn't it? This is the rooted Jesus name. He's restoration. So he knows, firstly, he's got this indestructible life, and he knows that he's going to be restored, and he's my stronghold, my meozo. And this is the idea of he's my fortified place, the spiritual safe house. We saw this as early as the book of Genesis, when we see in the book of Genesis when Noah is put into the ark. What's that about? That's about this extraordinary story of taking all of the two of everything, all creation, put into the ark, and the ark was sealed, but it was ready to be able to withstand the pressure, the buffeting, the waves and the tumults and all the things it was going to suffer throughout that flood period. But nothing inside the ark was damaged. Why? Because the ark was representative of the Christ, and the Christ is our stronghold. So David's saying, so have fear no fear? Of course not. You see, the reason is this: he's not led by fear, he's led by faith. And that is what needs to lead us too. Do you know what? I tell you, it's about seeing with clarity, isn't it? That's the real thing. I was talking to a group, our Grace at Home group, a few weeks ago, and I was talking about this idea of recently I've been diagnosed having these floater things on my eyes, and they're very troublesome, because what happens is that you can't see clearly with them. Everything gets blurred. But there is a sense in which I think, spiritually speaking, we have floaters. But what we need to recognize is that there is a place beyond that, a place of what I would call super consciousness, where you can begin to see things as they really are. And in moments of fear, in moments of danger, in moments where you feel just overwhelmed, those floaters just obscure your vision and blur your vision. And the problem is, the more you look at them, the worse they become. But actually, here, this idea is being able to see through, and see through in the way that David does, with such clarity, because he knows very well in him is life, and that life is the light of all mankind. You see, for him, this is about seeing. And your maybe with the floater idea, those shadows will pass. But the truth here is to see the clarity of God. So when fear tries to lead the way, as it does with David, and tries to grip him, David begins really to just ground himself in what he knows to be true. He knows to let light be his shield. He knows to let love be his shield. He knows to let salvation shape the way he goes. So he's led by the light, if you like. He's shielded by the love, and he's shaped by salvation. And that is very powerful for him. And if you and I could just kind of orientate ourselves to those simple idea that his love will lead us, his light will lead us, his love will shield us, and his salvation will shape us and shape what we see. My goodness me, what a different world we'd be in, and we too would not be afraid when we are assailed. So may you be renewed in that. And if you've been blessed at all today by this, if you'd like the post, share it, follow us, do whatever you will, subscribe, but please just share so we can keep this message of grace growing and growing in grace together. All right, see you soon. Look forward to being with you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.